but
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, for her last attack, she decided to attack the sky for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, that was what? Why? Just why?
Just just attack the garbage dump. It's right there. It's not even that far.
Mm-hmm. It's like attack the sky. It's like you're a dumbass.
She was the only one without any gimmicks, and she probably could have won that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream is on, by the way. Hey, what's going on? Back to level 20
Oh,
or bust. We're probably just gonna kind of hop back into it, but I'm gonna need some assistance here. Like, what happened last time, my friends? Uh, just as a heads up, some of the party isn't here yet, though, before we begin. Some of them are handling personal business, and they may or may not join us later, but it's alright in the end. All you need to know is we're back! Now, please, who wants to take over saying what happened last time?
Okay, so my last
Solomon.
name D&D. I recruited a bunch of himbos to take us to Giant Island.
I would prefer if
No,
you're
okay.
not live, but alright.
Man, I know for a fact that they're a bunch of himbos. I can imagine.
Maybe one.
Possibly two. Probably three. But not four. There's no way there's four.
One could accurately be described as a bull version of Krunk, maybe. But I don't know. They haven't been fully brought in to the limelight as any form of characters yet, because only like one character in this group has actually talked to them.
Oh,
Um, it was Jaeger.
yep.
So yeah, it's like with that being said, yes, last time the group had faced a harpy, and for pretty much robbing them, they beat the tar out of her, not killing her, mind you, but getting back their things in the end, and even some newer treasures that they will find a use for in the future. As the adventuring party continues on, they head to a dock town called Foghorn, if I remember correctly, and have commissioned a boat to leave for the land of giants. One of their party members have located this boat and has already set up a commission. He has told most of the party at this point, though the party hasn't really like fully gotten to know these people or even meet them for most of the party. I do want to know for the players that did just enter Foghorn, which is Taiho, who hasn't been here for a couple, whatever you want to specify. He's been here and he's not here. So you
The
enter.
ranger has been rangering for a couple sessions.
Yes, but you're definitely in the town right now, and
Uh-huh.
as you've entered, is there anything you want to do? The party just kind of decides on a place to rest for the night and kind of split up after a while. So you're kind of on your own for the rest of the day,
I
unless
would say
you.
Tayo
Oh,
was probably doing either sentry duty or just like outside the town minor inconvenience removal, like killing minor dangerous creatures, goblins, and the like.
So you're looking for a random encounter out inside and or outside of Foghorn, yes?
Probably outside on the outskirts.
All right. I'm going to ask this Solomon. Have you done anything in Foghorn just yet from last session?
Oh no, I was with Jaeger.
Yeah, that was the other party member that you informed. Yeah, so all right, I get that. All right, so after that, so yeah, you were doing that and you were doing that. All right, so you're looking for, actually, you're looking for a fight. Hmm. All
Not
right.
necessarily looking for a fight. Like if I see things like trying to encroach on the town. I'll get rid of him. It's basically sentry duty with more steps.
No, I get that. Question. Has everyone in the group actually leveled up?
Yes.
Like they've finished their character sheet, as a heads up.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Just making sure before I apply what I'm about to do.
Uh, and my character started a side hustle, and then he met a panhandler.
Who was not such a panhandler, or so it seems. That is so fucking stupid. Alright, but alright. So I'm gonna say this. You see two individuals mucking about. They seemed fully armed, possibly mercenary garb, but there are only two of them, and they're looking for something. And they walk up to you in suspicion, and they ask you, hello, um, sorry to bother you. But is it possible that we could get some information? We're looking for someone that we suspect would be in town today. He's a very astute-looking and this is if you'll like allow us a moment of your time, because we're kind of in a rush. And this
I'll just
Tayo.
kind of looks at them, gives a gentle nod. I've got nothing to do.
Ah, perfect. And we will pay you for your time if you accept the currency.
If you feel so inclined to pay me for it, I won't say no. What seems to be your question?
We seem to be looking for an individual carrying, for reason or another, a suspicious item on hand. This figure, this weapon is kind of hard to admit, but it is a mystical weapon of sorts. If we are to apprehend and get the weapon, we will receive a hefty bounty, possibly. But only if we can find him. If anything else, we are going to pay you a hefty sum just for this information. And he goes to describe the person that they are looking for. Roll me a... I'll say intelligence check, just flat intelligence check. DC 5.
It's gonna be harder than you might think.
That's why it's 5.
Tayo is not the most intelligent buddy. He does the best he can, but his oh damn, 18.
Yeah, without hesitation in your mind, that sounds pretty much beat for beat like Strider. And the weapon that they described does not sound like the weapon he carries.
Tayo kind of thinks for a minute and goes, I've seen someone matching your description a couple times back. Didn't see any weird weapon on him though.
But you can confirm that you've seen him and he is somewhere in the general vicinity.
Like I said, I saw him like a town ago. After that, I was traveling on my own through, well, the woods and the woodlands, cleaning up the area. But yes, I have seen him.
You're not attempting to lie in any way about this, you're just keeping it general?
Yep.
All
He's
right.
not lying, but he's not giving detail.
Understood. They are going to... Hmm. They're gonna still roll an insight on you. Don't worry, it's not gonna like I'd say persuasion for you if you would prefer, because you're not lying. But
Yep.
they're still gonna roll insight to feel like if you're hiding something.
That's fair.
Uh, all right, all right. That's their roll. It's a 6. So beat a 6.
I did by 1.
Ah, yeah, you rolled a 7. All right, all right, all right. So, and with that, it's like after a minute of like, hmm. Like the JoJo like stares directly, your eyes peeling, looking suspicion.
They're trying to like stare into his soul, but the problem is they're talking to him and you just see one eye blink, then the other eye blink. And in just a serene amount of peace.
This
Yeah.
monster, I don't even know who you are.
And he's like,
Now speak.
and like that is the truth. The last time he saw him was a couple weeks ago in the previous town over. He hasn't actually entered the town yet, so he hasn't seen Strider again.
All right, they
So
accept this.
everything he has said has been the truth.
The older individual, like after eyeing you up and down, it's like, all right, so he's not too far. Thank you for your time. They hand you a bag of about 25 silver pieces. And oh yes, and
That's
if you
not bad.
run into this figure again, they do cut you off naturally, and they throw you another bag of 25. You never seen us, and we never seen you.
He just kind of looks them up and down, looks at the 2 bags. You just see both, because he caught one in each hand. You see both hands go into the shell and then come out, both hands free of bags. Never seen either of you in my life. Have a good day, you two.
And then they wave you off as that they also wander. And that was your first situation. And other than that, you don't really run into anything new. It's like I did describe earlier that you were with the group and you were with him, so it is somewhat of a lie. But it's something where like you weren't really because you were staying on the outskirts. You were walking around. You do see Solomon because at some point he was walking around too, outside making tea. And if you would prefer, he does share the tea. He can share the tea with you. That's up to
He
Solomon.
would
Actually,
definitely have like a spot of tea.
does Solomon
And
share?
like he said, he hadn't seen them in this new town yet because he hadn't gone in. He'd been like on the fringes and on the outskirts, but he'd never made direct contact.
Fair, fair. Other than that, yeah, you look for confrontations within the wilds, and other than this unnatural feeling of like two, I'll say this: evens or odds?
I'll go with evens.
I don't know, we were followed.
Maybe,
Hello.
maybe. Hello.
Hello.
I
You
mean,
like
if they are if they were following, I mean, I wouldn't try to like read this because my perception is pretty decent.
Hello, we've already started.
So you said what? Evens or odds? Which one?
I said evens.
All right, just double checking. All right. You get a sneaky suspicion that you might be, followed or whatever. But after like a solid minute, it's like that feeling passes. Nothing. Nothing. Like you spot it out. You use your awesome sensory abilities as this turtle man, and you see
I
nothing.
mean, I do literally have an extra set of eyes growing out of the back of my shell.
Literally, yes. He is also very much vigilant and has seen nothing at the moment. But going back
Alright.
to it though, that has been your day. Just pretty chill. You had tea. You got money. Uh, but yeah, you wander off and you rest wherever you may. The next day passes.
He'll basically just like retreat into his shell and sleep under like a tree or something.
All right, all right. So that's where you rest. It was peaceful. No
Hmm.
problems. Just pretty chill. You had tea. You got money. But the next day, you are wandering within the town this time, and within an alleyway at a distance, so you're not within eye shot, but you see Strider, and his hand has been firmly clasped by, it seems to be possibly a female in a cloak. Panhandler seems downtrodden, which is weird because
Mm.
you haven't really seen too many homeless people about. Um, but yeah, his hand is firmly clasped by this woman.
I'm struggling.
Not you.
No, I mean
It's
in
like,
real life I'm struggling. Sam's in the bathroom. I need to use the bathroom. It's terrible.
yeah, Tayao's like,
Sorry.
there's a part of him that's like, well, can't have that inconvenience, can we? And then there's another half of him like, well, I haven't seen him directly, so if those guys show up again, I need to be able to lie. So he just kind of sends off.
All right. So yeah, you do you approach it
He
all, or do you stay where you are? I'm
no,
actually curious.
he does not approach.
All right, all right. Just making sure that that's clarified for the group.
Yeah,
Um,
no, he does not approach. He maintains his distance. He's basically not looking directly at them, continuing to kind of like go about his business in the area, but he's trying to keep them within earshot.
all right, all right, all right. So within that bound, um, yeah, screw it. You're trying to hear this, so roll perception for me. DC 15. Unless Strider, you're trying to make it somewhat audible, I'd say your conversation is pretty hush hush.
Okay.
So you just say, okay, that's how this is going down.
I probably wouldn't just make it. Just start yelling in town.
It's like, help, help! This person I may or may not know is trying to take me out. No, I'm just joking. That's not what's going down. It's like, help, help! She's
Yep.
straddling me.
Yep. So I got an
Um,
18.
As far as I remember, they already kind of introduced themselves anyway to me.
Yes, you do know this as your friend, in some form of disguise, alternate form. You don't fully know. This is somewhat new to you. You knew your friend was somewhat secretive and had their own little ways about it the days after you met them. Like, or at least like the first form you met them in, was pretty consistent up until now. You've only really been talking through hearsay, letters, and the occasional meetup, but it was always held short. So hearing your friend's voice through this clearly not them body is it kind of caught you a little bit off guard, but is nothing too new from you've seen this person in their ways of keeping secrecy. Um, is the person did ask you like a firm question. You guys is like had a little bit of a conversation back and forth. But this is where Taiho steps in. This is where the conversation gets picked up. So how are you? Have you been eating?
I've I've been otherworldly beings.
How so? Because he gets a little suspicious when you say that.
Had a bit of an incursion from one of the elemental planes. Some rural blacksmiths who didn't know what forces they were meddling with.
Did you complete the job?
Refresh my memory.
Later. I've actually come here more as a set of warning. Some people are looking for it. Your weapon. I held my tongue about it for a while now, but for that reason alone. Your weapon is definitely something that is sought after. I do not fully know why, but the only way they can actually fully get it from you is by slaying you to make it more nice.
Ever since it encountered that weapon, it's been difficult to.
Yes, and you were a child. Yes, but times have changed and you have gotten a little stronger, and I'm proud to see that, except that might come to an end if you don't take this heed of warning. Some will be basic, some will hide in the shadows, but for whatever reason they want your weapon. And money is really no huge object to them, and that is the only thing that takes me back. The reward is not monetary, it's something else. But for whatever reason, they're hot on your trail. So be wary. And I do have another job, but we are being watched. And then he looks off to the side. You can't fully see it, but like you also, now that he's told you this, you feel like you already had a sense of unease about you, but now you're looking around. You can roll perception on it if you wish. Just DC 15 as well. And for the combination of for the thing, it's oh, you nailed it. Uh for a 15 total, you look off to the side, it takes you a full 12 seconds, but you spot a rotund turtle off to the side and a little draconic figure like poking its head out like occasionally.
Okay.
And then as soon as like they shift back, it's like food for a beggar as our voice shifts back. No money gained as he shoves you off, and then walks out of into like the line, like out into the light, and then walks away. You could like at this point, you like, what does Strider do?
Uh, I'll walk off towards port where I saw the other group go. Finished my business here.
So you're not walking towards Taiho in any way, or you're walking off to do your own, like, to where you think the group is.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I didn't notice him.
All right. At this time, you see a figure. No, I'll just do this. You currently have your weapon stored away, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So, cool. You see, um, you see a man in a cloak. Is like as he's just walking and sauntering, almost like he's drunk. Then suddenly, with a swift swing of the blade, you see a you see him draw a short sword and swing low towards your legs. This catches you a little off guard, and he is going to make a swing at you. Also, Tayaho, what did you do after you gathered all that information before I do this next thing? Tayaho, no, don't say you're asleep. Oh, well. Alright. He takes a fainting swing for 10, and then he takes another fainting swing and gets a critical slash across your chest.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that.
Alright. So it was 2d6s plus 3. So yeah, you take a hard 6 critical hit.
Okay.
The person prepares for battle as he whips out another short sword, as it was. He looks like he's ready for combat, and he's not addressed himself in any way to let you know what he's doing. But he's wearing split mail armor, and he seems like he's taking the stance of as a duelist, not duelist, 2-weapon fighting. Yeah. You do not need to roll initiative necessarily. You just have to give me what you're gonna do.
Hmm. Have I seen the guards recently?
I'll just give this to you as an observation. You don't see any member of the society. It seems to be kind of um, barren as it was.
Okay. There's buildings around us?
There is buildings around us. This is where like people usually like live and such, but no guards in the immediate area. They're usually out in the
Okay.
business area at this time, protecting people's shops and whatnot. Because why protect the people when you could protect businesses?
Can I make a perception roll on this character, on this person, and see if they're equipped for climbing?
Sure. Roll an investigation. Yeah, roll an investigation. Investigation, and I'll say it's a DC 10 to know. All right, you pass. All right. From what you understand of this person, they seem pretty prepared for more or less just combat in comparison to any form of other activity like climbing. So no.
Okay. Um, so with that knowledge, how far does this get me? the- okay, so I'll Misty step on top of a roof.
All right. You misty step on top of a roof. Um, you misty step on top of a roof, and after that, one of the targets is going to take a shot at you. And because you did not see him at the time, he gets advantage on the shot. All right. It is. Yep. 13 is the highest. Does that meet or beat your AC?
13?
Yeah.
No, it's lower.
All right. So as you teleport onto the roof, a heavy bolt slams into the ground beside you, and you see another figure with a heavy crossbow, no farther than about, I'd say, 50 feet away, across on a different building, loading another bolt as fast as he can. Not in some form of impatient haste, but the professional's touch, just sort of like performed a dozen times before, locking the weapon and cocking it and readying for another shot, of which he takes that round and shoots. This is not going to be an advantage because you clearly can see him. Does a 22 hit your AC?
Yep.
All right. So you're going to take 1d10 plus 1. Actually, is it plus 1? Let me see. Yeah, that is so fucking weird. Huh. Yeah, that's really fucking weird. Anyway. You're taking 9 damage.
Okay.
After that, the sword guy is gonna see you, Misty, step up there, and he puts both his swords away, and immediately goes sprinting. Like he's like meeting your gaze and is sort of just kind of looking for a route to take to get to you.
Just so
Uh,
you know, Mr. Step is 30 feet, so no matter what, it will take all his movement to not even get to me.
yeah, like if he straight up climbed, it would be a whole problem. But he's not looking to climb necessarily. He's looking for something else. But for his move, I'm going to say that he. Hmm. Actually, he might just climb. I don't know. um, I'll say it would have been a DC 15 to climb, if not a DC 20. I feel like DC 20. No, it's like that would be a DC 5. That would be a DC 10. That'd be, yeah, I'd say probably DC 15. I was gonna say DC 20 because he doesn't have any equipment or anything like that. But it's not that super difficult. It's just that these buildings are built kind of weird. I feel like he might commit to running after you. But it would take like a lot of his movement, like you said.
Wow.
Nope, not even close. He fails his first attempt but starts pulling off pieces of the building as he attempts, and is a little bit annoyed. His then at that point, it is officially your turn again.
It's a great laxative.
Okay. What can I do?
For those who are just watching, as my friend is making this strategy, after talking with a mysterious stranger that he has some form of affinity towards, some form of connection that we don't fully know just yet, he was attacked by two assailants, one carrying a heavy crossbow and some other gear and weapons, and the other one carrying 2 short swords. Um, to evade them, Strider has used one of his personal spells, Misty Step, to teleport himself through the ether to the top of one of the shorter buildings of about 30 feet tall.
Okay. What is this roof made out of?
Oh, no. I'm not joking. I'll say because you're in a port town, made out of a combination of wood and concrete. But like as you know, like as a support, not as like the base. But other roofs, some of the roofs are made out of some form of lighter concrete, like as a flat, so you can walk up and down it. Uh, but yeah, that's currently what it looks like. And they're not triangular. They're not like a roof that's all triangular. That's some of the buildings. Most of the other buildings are just flat surfaces. Just to give you guys an understanding of this port town, most of the buildings you can walk on them. Like there is stairs going down, and some scaffolding and some fire escapes for some. Uh, but yeah, that's the current situation of the port town. You're on one of the roofs that are flat, not triangular. Unless
Are
you're
the
trying to
buildings
make a
clo-
desperate escape.
are the buildings close together?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to use Eldritch Blast under my feet as a sort of smoke screen, and then I want to attempt to make a stealth roll so I can jump to another building without them noticing me, and then run my full movement.
All right. Are you tempting? Oh, okay. Yeah, like since you're performing the blast, where like on the ground?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm trying to get the shrapnel and then the magical explosion to sort of smoke screen me away.
All right. You made a clever move there, so we'll see. Uh, I'd say the blast is basically an action. You did that with the movement and your other thing. You can roll a stealth. So yeah, roll me a flat stealth. The other 2 guys are gonna attempt to see you. The guy at the lower level is gonna have disadvantage because basically where you're running to is a part that he can't fully see, and you're
I mean, he
aiming,
also
and
just
you took a blast at him obviously, but not like to hit him. But the guy on the other roof will have his own perception check, and he's at a distance where he could pretty much see pretty well. He's got the high ground. Um,
well, that's why I did it in front of me so that because I know what direction he shot from.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. Not very good.
That's much for being quiet about that.
I don't even know if anyone is really gonna see that shit. All right. The guy on the ground is gonna roll his thing. He's got disadvantage. Disadvantage. Hold on. With an 18 as his lowest. Yeah, he still saw that. The other guy on the other roof is going to also get his own perception check. Surprisingly, with the guy with the average is the one that doesn't see where you went. The guy on the ground level with disadvantage definitely saw where you were going and is sprinting down the alleyway to meet where you were going. And you were jumping to another roof, or you were running alongside a different roof?
What?
You could run towards a roof, but you don't have to jump, or you're trying to jump to a different roof.
Oh, I can just run to one.
Yeah, some
Okay,
some of them are connected.
I'll do that.
All right, so you don't have to jump and hit the ground hard. So yeah, you run to another building, and the other guy ran there, and then he starts screaming to his companion where you're going, and he holds his heavy crossbow in a manner where it's like riding more on the sling, and he immediately starts moving alongside his roof to meet you to wherever you're going to go. He still doesn't see where you're going for the guy that's on the roofs, but the guy on the ground level does see you.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy at the ground level, this is going to be his turn now. He's immediately going to start sprinting your way. He's going to attempt again with the DC 15 to climb the building to try and get up to you. Alright, with that, he spends most of his action and movement pretty much trying to get up to the roof. And he's up there, no weapons drawn. Pretty much just that was his whole thing. His buddy, though, is going to attempt to try to see you again for that DC of 12. With that nat 1, he is baffled as shit where both you and his partner went.
One of the shrapnel splintered his finger, and he's worried about a splinter in his finger.
Dear. But no, he definitely is with that nat 1. Yeah, like he is baffled where his partner has went, and he is definitely kind of looking more around for both of you. That's where he's gonna spend most of his turn doing. Yeah, but now it is now your turn.
Okay, so he's on the roof, right?
He is on the roof, the same one you're on.
Okay. Is he behind me?
No, he's on the edge of the building. Just climbed up. He used the kind of the jetted out stones, like the ones that were properly placed, to kind of quickly climb up this building structure. And again, he did not have any climbing equipment, but he did it but he did it swiftly. Like almost
Okay.
like he had to do this once before.
Okay. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to take out one of my gallons of water. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna attempt to splash him with it, or soak him with it.
All right.
It's like throwing a thing. So it's like an air. It's like throwing a like an explosive. So it would be like an area effect. Basically, I'm trying to make everything difficult terrain for him
You're
to slow him down.
You're trying to make the terrain wet to stop him.
I'm trying to make him wet.
Oh, you're
So
trying to
that-
make him wet.
Yes, so that it's just difficult for him to move around.
And you're using what to do this?
One of my gallons of water.
All right, so you are going to. I feel like this is still like you have to maybe hit his AC. It probably wouldn't be necessarily an area effect, but because of the creativity of the circumstance, I guess he will just have to beat a dexterity saving throw of a DC 10, DC 5,
Yeah.
DC 10.
It would've-
I'll make it DC 10, even though this is some bullshit.
It wouldn't be that
This is
difficult.
bullshit. No. I'll allow it because it's like we're all here for funs and giggles, but I'm saying
Well,
bullshit.
he's running after me. And have you ever had to run in wet clothing?
Yes.
It is heavy, and it makes everything slippery. Also, wet socks are a form of torture in some countries.
God damn it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Here we go. It's actual table.
Like, just for all intents and purposes, I rigged up the stream differently this time, so my friends do not see my face this time around. But I am annoyed, as you can see. But you know what? I made the deal. I rolled the dice, and yeah, the fucker is definitely soaked.
Remove a gallon of water from my inventory.
All right. So with that action, the guy is like, all right. So after your turn is gonna be the crossbow guy. So he's going to definitely take his turn to look for you guys, and he spots you both. He loads his next shot and takes it. He readies his next shot and then takes it.
Oh, I would have moved further because that was just an action.
Still has a heavy crossbow.
I
And
know.
sees you.
No, I'm just saying for the other guy because now he's further away.
He takes 2 shots, and both go wild with a 7 and a 12. Both do not hit.
Heck,
Just like, I'm actually curious. Like, I gotta tag Tayo again, just making sure he's not available. I'm not gonna wait for this either. I'm gonna maintain my current course on the game. Alright. So, as you soak this man, he is thoroughly annoyed and takes off his cloak and throws it on the ground and just starts moving towards where you're going. As a full dash, making it like, since you want to make it, since this is difficult terrain, he moves at a full 30, keeping pace with your standard movement by bolting with you.
Or you could just slow him down by like 5 feet. It doesn't matter.
Half speed's fine for Washer. I'm not giving him a full 5 for just being soaked.
Wait, what? Five versus half speed?
Half speed. He's half speed.
Oh.
He still moves at a full. He still has 30 feet of movement. You cut that down, it's 15. Either way, he takes a dash action, so it's now at 30 again, and he's just using that to just maintain distance with you as he calls out to his teammate to maintain course. He's speaking direct. You could tell he's speaking directly to his teammate, and you can read out that he is saying this in code. He's not fully saying to shoot you or anything like that. So in any other case, it would sound like like a vagrant screaming at someone, like a drunk vagrant yelling obscenities at someone else. So no one really pays it too much mind outside of like, man, they're having a crazy conversation. But other than that, it is now your turn. I will also say at this time, while you're thinking about what you want to do for your next turn, I know what you did last game. Strider, guess a number between 1 and 100.
74.
All right. Everyone here, roll me a D100. That wants to participate in what's ever happening right now. Like this roll will dictate if you participate in this. The closest to 74 wins. We'll see it as a lifeline. All right, just
Just
Grinda
try it.
and Solomon.
As
Mm-hmm.
Kyle said.
All right, all right. So for the closest was Grinda. So, what were you doing last session? I'm actually curious.
That's fine.
No, but dude, I just said it out loud. I didn't see you typing. Put it in there. Put it in there.
What?
Put in the D100 because you wanted to participate. Bot not work? But I didn't see him post anything. Alright, alright. Is it a... Oh, shit. Nice. There we go. It's funny because he's a cleric. Alright, Zurich, what did you do last session?
What
If you
did
can
we do
remember.
We got rid of the harpy. Then what else was there?
You guys made it to town.
Uh-huh.
And
Great.
what was the first thing you did when you went to town?
They tried to sell you again.
I remember making food, but I don't remember anything else. Who wants curry?
God dang it. At this moment, I'd say... At this moment, I will say that... Alright, that's what you did yesterday. Today is a new day. You walk out and you enjoy your evening. I'd say, do you wish to do anything? Go to the store, purchase anything, talk to anyone, look for someone in the group.
I wish I remember what exactly happened last time, but let's see.
You're just hanging out in town. No one did anything too big except for Jaeger, Solomon, technically Wyethel.
I guess I'll wander around
And
town till our boat trip
Strider.
or whatever across.
Alright, so you're wandering around town.
Yeah.
I'll just give this to you then. Yeah, I'll just give it to you. As you're walking around, you hear a bunch of vagrants yelling at each other. And as you're walking around, you look up for whatever reason, and you see a heavy crossbow will go like across the roofs of like the building, like two of them, and slam against another.
Is this something I should be concerned about?
You get a sense that you should, but to what degree is always in your brain of like, this doesn't really involve me. But after a second, you do see someone run across one of the buildings, and it is your ally, Strider, who looks like they have taken not only one of the bolts to the chest, only protected mostly by his armor, but also have been stabbed.
Alright, I'll pull out my heavy crossbow, I guess.
Alright, who are you aiming at? You have now joined the fight.
One who was in the lead in the thing.
I didn't really have anyone roll initiative, and I still don't really want to. I think I'm just gonna do it popcorn style right now, because I'm pretty
Who's
down with that.
Compared to the two.
It seems like Strider is maintaining distance. The other figure seems to be heavily wet and is having some difficulty maintaining a pretty medium size arm. Well, no, actually, I'm pretty sure actually that's heavy suit of armor for Splint. So yeah, heavy suit of armor with extremely damp, wet, heavy clothing that is making his running a little difficult. But you could tell from his build and the way he carries himself that there is some form of either military or professionally trained background that shows that he was built for stuff like this. So it's not really stopping him, just a little difficult is all. And the other roof has a heavy crossbow guy that you can kind of see. He's paying you really no mind as he's loading his next shot, and he is aiming directly at Strider.
I shoot at that guy, I guess.
All right, roll me an attack roll.
Dexterity, right?
Yes. I'd be surprised if heavy crossbow was like straight up was some form of strength based.
I miss.
All right, you take a shot at the guy. Do you want to do anything else?
I don't think I have extra attack, do I?
You're at level 4, so I assume no. But I will say that at this time, roll like you do. I'm pretty sure. Like, how many inspirations do you have?
Inspirations?
Yeah, I've been handing those motherfuckers out like candy early game.
I think probably 1 or 2. I don't think I have too many.
Well, do you want to use one of them?
Yeah, sure. I guess.
All right, roll.
I don't have a dexterity modifier, so that's why it's a low score anyways.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you spend one of your inspirations and you make a reroll. With a 13, you do not hit. Are you adding your proficiency?
I mean, it's only my proficiency. I don't have dexterity.
Oh, shit.
I'm a strength build.
No, I understand. Yeah, you took your shot. You use your react. You use your react. Well, maybe you don't. But yeah, you use your stuff to reload, and the guy up top sees that shit, and is immediately like debating between shooting the guy that they're clearly after or shooting you. As he continues to debate that internally, it's now who's after that. So it's like bop bop. It's gonna be the guy. It's gonna be Strider's turn. Yeah, it's gonna be Strider's turn.
The guy hasn't shot.
With the crossbow guy.
I don't think he's shot this turn.
Yeah, he rolled a 7 and a 12, didn't he?
Solution.
Because the other guy
So-
didn't make any attacks because he was not close enough to hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I go.
I set up the
Oh, okay.
BTT, but I'm trying out this new format. Heck, I didn't even turn on the music for this game just because I was a little skeptical of using it right now, and I completely forgot. I completely forgot to turn it on. I got a bunch of new toys, and I'm forgetting to use them.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot the soaked man, or yeah, I'll shoot the soaked man with Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll for it, man.
And then I'll move forward more.
All
Keep
right.
running on the roofs. All
All right, hits. Roll that damage.
right. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. You do four heavy damage to the guy, and it hits him in the chest, but he attempts to shrug it off as he just kind of trudges towards you angrily, soaked and angry. Not a great combination. uh, after that, you progress through the buildings, and then you come towards like a sort of a dead end within the buildings. Like it sort of bleeds off into about 30 feet, and then the docks. You could go right. Actually, no. You could go left and continue your movement, but you'd have to make a difficult athletic based jump to reach the other building, or you would try to go to the other side of or try to go to the other side of the, like, try to pull some Three Stooges shit and try to go around. Just kind of like stay on the same roof, but just kind of curve around the guy and keep running.
I'm not confident in my athletics, so I'll do the Three Stooges.
Do you
yes.
do you like actually no, you can't dash. You used Eldritch Blast. So
Yeah, I
like
used Eldritch Blast.
yeah, but if the enemy dashes, he could stand right in front of you. So I'm just giving you that as a fair warning. But other than that, after that, it is after his turn. All right, so it's gonna be the guy with the sword. Like I said, he's going to dash as his full action and progress all the way to the front of you. It stands there, basically looking like he's getting ready to fight you. So it wouldn't take more than maybe like a good amount of movement to catch up. Say if you do decide, unless you decide to dash. Then his buddy with the crossbow. I'm gonna flip a coin on this one to see who he's going to shoot. Because both of you are pretty good targets to shoot at right now. Evens, Strider. Odds, Zed.
Okay, then.
Evens. The mission is more important. He takes a shot at Strider.
Sorry, Strider, I don't have any dex mods.
Shield.
Fair. He takes his two shots at you as he moves alongside the buildings. And one of them was about to hit you, but you activate shield at the last moment, kind of colliding against it and protecting you until your very next turn.
At least this helps with my maneuver, because I'll have more AC for this, for his opportunity attack.
Zed, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, is he next? Is he nearby the roof, or nearby the edge of the roof now?
Are you standing next to the edge of the roof in any way?
I'm probably in the middle of the street, if anything.
Nah, I mean
Well, you
Strider,
said
because
that-
he's asking.
Well, you said that I had to stop there and then turn around.
Yeah, like, do you want to be closer to the edge, or do you want to be closer more towards the middle, is my question. Because this will decide if he's closer to the edge or not.
Maybe not. Yeah, probably not. Never mind.
Alright, so he meets you in the middle, basically.
Yeah, I don't think I'd. No, I was gonna go for a shove, but I don't think that would fare well for me.
It's a risk for the reward. But no, Zed, it is currently your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna shoot the guy again.
Which guy?
The one taking aim with a heavy crossbow.
Make it, I don't know what I was going with that, but either way, yeah. Roll the attack.
Nat 20.
With that nat 20, roll, I think it's like 2d10, and you don't have any dex, so it's just the 2d10, so this is probably good, this is probably a benefit.
Alright.
Nice.
14.
You slam him across the shoulder, kind of almost putting him to the ground, but he stands sturdy. He takes a solid 14 damage. His first hit in the game is a crit. After that, Strider, you did your thing. And then, yeah, Strider, your turn. Because that's how I'm doing it. Because it's Zed, then Strider, then the guy with the swords, then the guy with the crossbow. So yeah, it's your turn again, Strider.
I got an idea. Okay, let me know if I can't do this. But you know how prestidigitation lets you make an illusionary object?
Sure.
Could I make a handful of sand?
A handful of sand.
I would have to rules check that, but
What?
I'm gonna check that. Like, 'cause, yeah, you can make objects, but I don't know. You're making particles of sand. I don't know. You're making sand, because now you're just using like, recess level tactics against this guy. So of course I'm gonna like look into it a little bit.
Because prestidigitation lets you do harmless sensory effects. So as long as it doesn't do damage.
All right, I see what you
Oh,
mean.
but this is up to you.
No, that's fine. I literally turned off my camera, so Coconut can
If
be
not-
in the room.
If not, I can just do something else that essentially does the same thing.
Ah, yes, pocket sand.
Yes, basically, I just want him to have disadvantage on his opportunity attack, because otherwise I'll just do a dodge action, and essentially do the same thing. Dude, this is just more for flavor. But this will come up later, so
No, I completely understand.
that's why I'm letting you know.
No, you're not doing anything bad. I'm just double checking, and I actually do admire your creativity. You're not just saying attack and that's it.
This is not a good situation for me. They got the drop on me, so I will do whatever I can.
Don't worry, you have pocket sand. It's all you need.
I have magic sand.
Okay, here's what I got.
God damn.
Hey, Coconut. Alright, fine.
No.
What are you intending to do with this sand, by the way? This will actually determine it.
Throw it in his face so that when he makes an opportunity attack, he'll have to do it with disadvantage that one time. It's a cantrip. I don't expect that much from this.
I'm trying so damn hard. I'm gonna let my cat out again. Yeah, I'm letting you out. Disadvantage is fine, but he is not blind or harmed in any way.
I know he's not. I just want him to have disadvantage on this because he could hit my AC if he does a straight roll.
That's kind of the mindset I'm looking at,
Is it-
Grinda, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that just for this one attack, because after that he'll just notice it's an illusion.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna make a roll about that before we do it, but hold on 1 second. I'm gonna either way. Yeah, the roll off will be something of we're gonna do another dex saving throw again. No, you go. There you go.
Wouldn't it be like an intelligence saving?
How about this? It's gonna be a wisdom saving because I'm going with the whole he's believing it's sand and he's flinching and moving around. It's not doing any direct harm or causing any bodily reaction. It's more or less a micro illusion or particles that don't do what particles normally do. So I'll say it's a wisdom saving and he has to beat a 10. Meet or beat a 10. I am breaking so many rules, and it's just because this is bullshit.
It worked.
Well, there you go. He has disadvantage on on his next action. Thanks to your bullshit pocket physics sand.
Okay, and then I'll run past him back to the other side.
He's gonna make an attack of opportunity. He doesn't have his blades out, so it's just gonna be his full fist. It's a disadvantage. Trying to see about this stupid stuff. Alright. It's a disadvantage, like I said. So 16.
Oh no, it doesn't hit because I still have my AC from shield until the end of this turn.
Alright, I'll allow it. Yeah, it bounces off. It bounces off for that one time.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I thought he had his swords out.
No, he doesn't. He put him away so he can climb, and he never declared that you took him out because he was chasing you. Probably in preemptive if you were going to take like some type of jump across the building. It'd be kind of hard to try to climb a building with swords out unless you're Kratos, man. So going back to our situation here. Yeah, he's going to Sorry, I had a disconnect from reality real quick. So with that, yeah, it bounces off. That's gonna be his turn. Crossbow guy is gonna be up next, and
the dodge action would have probably been much better because then the crossbow guy would also have disadvantage.
Actually, if anything else, actually no. Actually, since you have the 30 feet of movement, where are you going?
I'm going towards the crossbow guy.
Really? All right. So you're just running. So you are pulling this. All right. So you go running, your full 30 feet. And then when it comes back to the other guy, he's going to use his full 30 because, to be up front, this was all an opportunity attack, and he only got one attack. He runs after you with his dash, feeling haggard and a little on the exhausted side, but he is not, like, fully there yet, but he's definitely, like, mad as all hell that this person is, like, giving him the rigmarole. And actually, if anything else, he does catch up. So he does get an opportunity next round because he met you with speed. You had like a good distance before. I gave that to you. But now he's kind of met you. So he'll get another opportunity if you decide to keep running or do more pocket sand bullshit. And actually, just because of that, he does draw out his short sword. So he is more ready, knowing you're kind of staying more towards the middle of the roof. So he's more confident. He's more confident now that you're not gonna pull some more shit. Maybe, maybe. He doesn't know what you have up his sleeves, but he's taking care of this job now. He's dedicated. But yeah, crossbow guy. Let's see. After that crit, I'm just gonna default say he's gonna take a shot at Zed. That was too much bullshit for him.
What?
Now, his first shot is a 6. To be
Ah,
fair,
yes.
I should have elevation. I've been fucking up on that. But because of the circumstances, I'll just keep it going, even though I've like, it's so unfair. But yeah, both shots were a 6 and an 8. Both missing entirely. Not even getting near your direction. It is now your turn, Zed.
Okay. Time to load another bolt. Here we go. Yeah. That's a miss.
Alright, so that's a miss. So it's just basically two guys going at it.
Yeah. It's like a really terrible shootout at an alley.
Damn, when I do the Deadlands campaign, it's just gonna be pretty much this. Just two guys shooting at each other, fanning the hammer, and just it just misses entirely. But other than that, back. So yeah, after that, you don't do anything, Zed.
I mean, I could probably reposition myself, I guess, around the corner, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I'd say Stride. It is now your turn. After Zed repositions himself, now they knows that the enemy's shooting back.
Okay. Uh, I'll take the dodge action, and then I'll roll off the roof.
I should have made you roll a deception. That was my bad.
Alright.
So much bullshit. All right, either way.
Yeah, I'll take the dodge action, and I'll try to safely roll off the roof.
So when you mean roll off the roof, what do you mean by
Yes.
that?
I'm rolling off the roof. I'm dodging. I'm moving away, and I'm going prone, and I'm rolling off, so that I'll take less damage when I fall off.
All right,
That
Mr.
I'm like
Creative. Since you're 30 feet up, we've confirmed this. I'll say for the buildings that you're running on, like I'll take off 10 feet of the damage, but you'll still take the rest of the 20 for 2d6 if you're rolling off.
Yeah.
All right.
he would still get an opportunity attack though, but at disadvantage.
Are you sure? Because you're on the ground.
Well, I moved away from him, and then I went prone to roll off.
No. Oh yeah. All right, I see what you mean. Yeah, never mind. He does not. Like, essentially, for the mind, like he was right up on Strider. Strider still moves forward, giving him the opportunity attack. But after a while, he goes prone as a movement, having a speed. So reality, you just move 15 feet. You went prone. Actually, no. It's like you probably went only 10 feet. Yeah, you probably just went 10 feet so you can get hit. No, if you went 5 feet to get hit, went prone for half, and then you're rolling for the rest of the 5. Um, so yeah, and then so you're kind of falling off. All right. So the guy's gonna make an opportunity attack on you, and I'm going to say that is this.
What's funny is once I land on the ground, if I survive this, I'll still be in the dodge action.
All right. So you swing. So he swings at you, and yeah, it's a miss. It's a total miss. He has 2 blades out, but yeah, I think he only gets the 1 swing. So yeah, he gets 1
I'd say,
swing.
I'd say by now he would have dried up enough running.
Nah, he's not that dry. But even then, it's like, doesn't change what's going on. You go prone and then roll off the building, and then you fall off. Uh, and you fall off, taking about 7 whole damage on the impact as you hit the stone pavement. Like, I'll say back first, and you don't immediately kind of hit the stone pavement first. You kind of hit the empty crates, buckets, and trash bins. Then you hit the concrete. That was the full 7 damage. So most of that stuff kind of broke your fall, leading to why you're not taking full 30 damage. Um, um, that was your turn. Zed already did his. The guy. I just thought of something. Evens or odds, my friend?
Odds.
Oh, how convenient. You said odds?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As soon as you hit the ground, for whatever reason, the swordsman leaves, and Zed, when you pop out to take another shot at the other guy is also gone.
He's gone.
Yeah. You wait a full whole 12 seconds, but yeah, he doesn't do like you don't see him on the roof anymore. Uh, I'd say you can roll a perception.
Okay. See what we got here. What's my perception? Hopefully above a 1. Alright. Dang it. There we go.
All right, with that, I'll say that you do locate Strider. You guys have he's injured heavily, it seems, as he's bloody. But he's not near dead. And as you guys regroup and rejoin, I'll say you guys can talk amongst each other. And you guys do reconvene with Grinda and Solomon back at the inn, along with Tyaho, who's just chilling. Um, Jaeger and Withal are still out, and you haven't seen snow in a couple days now, and that is your situation. talk amongst each other. I have some behind the scenes stuff to take care of. I'll be back.
Okay, so you want me to explain why you guys are covered in like wounds?
Someone tried to mug me for my
Touching me.
for what I gained from selling my products, my wares.
Is that why you were getting killed?
Yep,
Because
random thieves.
here that you are a good
You gotta
Samaritan.
make me at this point.
What?
No, my character is more or less, yeah, no, that's what I say. Yeah, it makes sense about at this point. My character
Yeah,
is judging you, if that is not self-evident.
I made a whole 60 gold from my efforts.
Oh, 60 gold.
That's a lot.
Yes. I'm not sure if I'm
That's a
supposed
lot
to
of.
be helping you or not at all, honestly. I'm not sure who is the actual problem here. Are you the problem?
You guys just please don't tell me you did what I think you guys did.
Did what?
You know what? I want to believe you guys didn't cause any problems. And you haven't caused any problems. That's when we'll leave it.
Unless unless they go after me for the property damage. But there was no one there anyway, so.
You what? Okay, what do you mean by property debt?
Anyway, did you manage to find a vessel?
So we got good. Okay, I'm still caught up in the fucking property damage. What?
my character just moved on in the conversation.
I was like, what? Property damage? What the hell? And that happened.
How do you get property? How do you cause property damage? King, defending yourself. Okay, yes, we have secured. I'm still lost. Yes, we have secured. This is in character. I was here for the entire thing. Yes, we have concerned. We have someone to take you. We just had some bad news. Everyone has to pay their own fare.
What's the fare?
I look over to my teammate. Jaeger, what was the fare? Oh, great. Jaeger did not come with me. Oh, fuck.
Go dig it.
It was a mighty sum. It was fresh. It's very complicated. I have forgotten. But I know we negotiated. And it was the best possible price we could get.
That does not. That does not assure confidence.
You guys asked me to go do it for myself.
You had assistance, and apparently you lost that assistance.
He did the best he could.
Okay, god damn it. Yeah, I gotta say, that is some shady shit.
No, they're pretty up and up. They're just a bunch of greased up like guys in the middle of the ocean.
It sounds worse.
They're in the middle of the ocean. How are we gonna board the vessel?
I mean, they're docked right now, but from the way they were describing themselves, they usually just are out in the on the ocean, so I think they at least have experience.
I'm becoming less and less confident in this vessel. And
See, that's paranoia. You need to get that out of your mind, man. It's not healthy for you.
You're both paired
anyway,
with each other. That's all I gotta say.
anyway, moving on. What did everyone else manage to accomplish in the meantime? I started up a I started up a side business.
Understandable.
And a competition in town apparently tried to rob me from everything I gained. So what have you guys accomplished? Have you provided provisions for the trip?
Oh no, they're gonna provide all the food and drinks. It's included in the fare.
I mean, for the mission at hand, we're going to the land of giants. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need supplies for the journey.
We knew
I mean,
we were never told that we needed to grab that. We were told to secure a ship.
I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the group.
Oh, okay. From what I understood, that we needed a ship.
Okay. Maybe no more
Also, they
chaos.
tell
I don't know.
hydration. I don't know what that means. They may be a cult. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Exactly. Well, we should be in good hands.
Hi, Jack. Bye, Jack. If you're even still here, because I saw the viewership go up by 1. You post a message and the viewership went down, so I'm pretty sure you left to some degree. But thank you nonetheless for coming by. All right, so as you guys have this discussion, I was able to actually hear some of it as I was doing my business, and from what the group has gathered, um, there was a conversation about property damage or something like that. Strider has come back a little bit more. Like, I'd say, Zed, did you try to patch him up in any way prior to bringing him back to the inn?
No.
Alright, so he's pretty much in the exact same condition he was before. Unless you decide to do something yourself, Strider.
It hurts. It hurts all over.
Alright, so pretty much you bring Strider back in, bruised, slightly stabbed, slightly slashed, kind of bleeding in certain areas, like a little bit of blood. But definitely like a good long rest will definitely like patch some of that shit out.
I've yet to learn how to fly.
A good 8 hours will definitely patch that up. But going back to it though, yeah, no, it's definitely something where something has happened with the group, but they're not being fully transparent about it as far as I understand. And also the other group who's kind of being transparent but not being so clear on Solomon's side about like the whole who are these individuals that we're going to be riding a
Well,
boat
no,
with
it's just
and
that
stuff
it's been
like
so
that.
long that I forgot.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, you guys have a discussion between all the people on board, and you guys are tasked to leave out. I'm pretty sure was today. I'll double check that. But for right now,
No,
I'd
we
say
need 1 day, if I remember right.
yeah, 1 day has passed since you guys had that conversation.
Wait, and we're barely getting back to them right now about this?
Yes, that's what I've tried. That's what I've tried to say. Actually, I think I could be wrong. It could be like you guys have to still stay a day, which is why I'm double checking. So I'd say
This is the same day.
no,
Because
like yeah, no. There's the day you guys showed up, and this is the next day, and that's why I'm checking. Yeah.
no. The day we showed up, they went to the dock. I went to the store. This is the same day. We still need another day.
No, it's like no. There's like I'll double check because I also could be confusing some stuff. So, other than that, I'll say, is there anything? But the thing is still set in stone that you guys are going to leave, not too long from now. So, is there anything you guys want to discuss and or do while in town? In this fully functioning town?
Well, I wish I could suggest buying potions and stuff, but I don't know how much money we need.
Who is that directed towards? Just everyone, or Solomon, or Zed?
Solomon.
Alright.
I don't know what you mean by potions. You could just heal yourself. You just need to take a dodge action. Just need to dodge.
Strider, you're confused by that statement, as everyone is. You take a heaping dose of confusion and move on with your life. Um, as the day goes on, you guys are making a plan of action on what supplies to take with you. For it will still be a long journey with a boat because you guys are moving to a whole other continent. And
I want to buy those manacles again.
you want to buy those manacles?
I'm thinking about it because we said that it wouldn't come in handy, but immediately we needed to hold someone prisoner.
I'll say this: if it's something
What?
personal you're gonna buy, write it in your under the table chats if you could. But if it's something you want to buy, like team wise, like we should buy this as a team, either put it towards the table or have an open discussion about it. Um, I'd say Grinda. What were you doing up until this point? Sabrina!
What was your character doing up until this point?
Zed, crack the whip! Wake her up! Alright,
The drunk. The drunk.
Every group needs.
So Granda says that she was day drinking.
Yeah,
Day
day drinking.
Like every healthy adventurer.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Get along very well with those bonds. I forget what they are.
Yep, one of those. And but no, it's like I love how they're having this conversation while outside my door. Either way, so back to what we were discussing though. It's yeah, you continue your day drinking throughout the whole thing. And Solomon, since this is the following day kind of thing, or the same day, whichever you want to perceive this as. Uh, what did you do after waking up?
Hmm. Solomon would basically go on and do like a couple of jogs, exercise for a bit, until we have to eventually meet up. Assuming that Jaeger was gonna tell everyone about the prices and all that.
All right, I was muted for that because I was trying to mute the background. But yeah, Jaeger, when he returns, he says he had something he was gonna bring up to the group. You already brought up the fact that it's the boat and that there's like an asking price, for each person that's gonna be on the boat, and sorry, people were laughing and giggling and stuff on my other end, and as much as I want to ignore it, I have a hard time doing that. And my mic is so sensitive. Sometimes it can pick up other people in the room more clearly than I can. It sucks when I breathe into this mic and it picks that up so clearly. And I'm not. I angle this thing far from my face, and it still picks it up. Like right then, it's the best and it's the worst sometimes. All right, but going back to it though, yeah, you guys hit up an idea between each other, and yeah, Jaeger said he's gonna bring up what's happening. But Solomon has brought up that yeah, some experienced sailors who seem to come off a little bit on the odd side has offered their boat to be commissioned to take you guys to the land of giants, where you guys will complete a quest where you guys investigate some suspicious happenings on the continent. And it will be a couple of days journey. Whatever you guys do on the boat is up to you, but supplies may be needed prior. Certain things may not be the same price in another continent. Um, as you guys are continuing throughout your day, does anyone want to ask or say anything to each other?
Hmm. At the current moment, I don't think we have anything to say to each other.
Yeah, I think we said a decent amount in off thing.
All right. Because I'm missing like 3/2 of my party, and we already went through like um a whole setup, and it seems like no one else wants to do anything else. Sadly, I think I'm gonna start winding things down. Yeah, but essentially, for next time, and to keep this much more to your eyes, for the party, start writing down what you want to purchase prior to the next session, and for those who are a part of the audience, I am going to start playing music, as well as Foundry VTT will definitely be back. I just been stopping doing that because it takes a while to set up certain map locations and things like that. Because I don't have everything down to a setting. Because I have to look for maps and tokens and things. It's really hard. Someone called my name. See, this is why I'm stopping the stream. Really, is because people are asking me to do things in the background. Um. So other than that,
You're ruining the merch.
Immersion.
man, my immersion has been ruined. So yeah, 7 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. PST. Those are the times I will not repeat. It's right there. I made a meme about it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the new format. Like, hey, comment about the new format of like how we're gonna be doing the games. Sorry that this was kind of a shorter session, but I was trying. But I started it like a few minutes late, and a lot of our guys are like were kind of busy or kind of tired and had to handle a lot of stuff in their backgrounds. But we'll be back up to snuff for the following week. So you guys keep on keeping on.